All right. Hello, hello. I am Cobkit, and we are back with some Steven Universe banners to share with you. We're here from the Steven Universe mashup world. I did turn off the texture pack though. It's really beautiful, and I like being able to play with the Steven Universe music and everything. But it changes the way the blocks look, and more importantly, it changes the way the banners look. So we're just gonna work with the standard texture pack for now. Um, these banners were a lot of fun to design. I designed these with Lilyharm. Did take some inspiration from some designs on Planet Minecraft, in particular Steven Star, as well as Garnet. There's some really good Garnet banners up on Planet Minecraft, but we tried to give each of these our own sort of twist and edit. Anyway, so let's get started. We're going to start with a basic overview on banner crafting and using the loom, and then we'll go into the individual designs. Okay? Alright, we'll just teleport up to the laundry room. There we go. Alright, so let's talk about banner crafting. So, banners are made from wool and sticks. We're going to start with Steven's banner for now. Okay, so if you want to craft a banner, here we go. Just use the regular crafting grid. You can see here, it's 6 wool of one color, and a stick is going to give you your banner. Okay, so you can put up to 6 layers onto one banner, just overlaying different designs and different colors on top of each other using dyes. To do that, we're going to want to craft a loom. A loom is 2 planks and 2 pieces of string. So here we go. We're going to plunk that down. Okay. You can see when you open up the loom, by default, you get all of these default patterns that you can apply. So just as an example, we pop this one in here with a bit of yellow dye, select a pattern like, let's say, these stripes. Okay. And you can put that onto the banner. Now, if you don't like that, let's say, oh, I don't really like that, or that was a mistake, you can actually remove a layer by using the banner on a cauldron that you've filled with water from a water bucket, like so. That will remove the last layer that you applied. Now we're back to just our plain red banner. There are designs that you can't find by default in the loom. Those require stencils. So the Steven banner is going to require a creeper charge stencil. So how do we make that? We make that using you basically mix the item with a piece of paper, and that's going to create your stencil. Okay. Once you have that, you can use that for as many banners as you want. There are 6 different stencils. The skull charge made with the wither skull, the field mason made with brick, the thing, which is made with the enchanted golden apple, which is definitely the hardest one to get in survival. Bordure indented, made with vine. Flower charge made with an oxeye daisy, and we already have the creeper charge. Okay, so I'm going to put these back. We're not going to use them for now. Okay. To get the creeper charge, you're going to want to use a channeling trident. That'll let you hit a creeper with lightning. If you get that to blow up and kill another creeper, it's going to drop its head. That's the only way to really get a creeper head in survival. Alright, well anyway, those are the basics. Let's go ahead and make the Steven Universe banner. We'll go through that step by step. Okay, so first we're going to put our red banner into the loom, put in yellow dye, and we're going to put the lozenge onto it, like that. Okay, that's our start. Next step is to block off the lower third. You can see we have this pattern here. Okay. And then the last step is going to be to use our creeper pattern, like so, and that kind of finishes out the shape of the star. Okay? Alright, so when we use that, then we'll just go hang it up here on the laundry line to dry, and there we get our nice Steven Universe t-shirt design. Okay, so we've got lots of different designs to share with you. We've got several spinels, Diamond Authority, Rose's Banner, Crystal Gems, the new Crystal Gems, Pumpkin, Watermelon Steven. I'm not gonna do a step-by-step for every one of them, because I think that would just be kind of boring to watch. But what I do have is an area set up where I have shulker boxes with all the crafting materials and sort of a step-by-step of each of the layers, so you'll learn how to make them. Okay, let's teleport over there now. Just dump this off here. Don't need it. There we go. Okay, and we are off. Ow. Alright. Okay, so here we are out at the Galaxy Warp, and this is where I've set up the different banners to take a look at. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have a shulker box with all the materials. I'm going to open it up, each one. You can pause the video if you want to see what's needed. When there's a stencil needed, because you can't see what the stencil is without going over it, I'll have the item next to it that you need to make it. I'm also going to hover over each banner. The banner description is for each of the layers, so if you have any problem, you can follow the description to figure out how to make it. Okay? Alright, so let's start with Rose's Battle Standard. One of the nice things that you can do with the banner system is if you use the gradient effect, you can get some more diversity of color than you would just have for just these 16 or so flat colors that we have in Minecraft. Start with a white banner, and then we're going to do a pink top-down gradient, and then a pink bottom-up gradient. Use a gray X pattern. I think most of the Steven Universe patterns I've used gray rather than black, with a few exceptions. I think the gray works better with the sort of more pastel color scheme. Use the inverted pink chevron and then the pink chevron that kind of thins out the line of the X, and finish it off with the magenta roundel, and you get, you know, a lot of nice color variation, considering that basically almost everything here used just pink. Okay. Over here we have the Diamond Authority. You don't need to start with a blue banner. You could just as easily start with a yellow. I just like starting with the blue. Block off 1/2 with yellow dye. Then use the pink inverted chevron, the white chevron, and I like to finish it off with a gray border. That's optional. If you want to do a multiple banner pattern, you can make this full Diamond Authority image for multiple banners. You know, use this basic design, but without the border. These banners probably would be pretty easy to figure out. This is just a yellow banner that's been blocked off half by half with dark gray, and I put it all in dark gray concrete to kind of fill in some of the gaps. Okay, so there's your big Diamond Authority. Okay. So now let's do the crystal gems. So we've got our garnet, our amethyst, and our pearl banners. Here is what you'll need to craft these designs. There are 2 different versions of the amethyst banner, because one of them does use the enchanted golden apple thing stencil. That's hard to get, so we did make another version. The garnet banner is the closest to the ones that I saw in Planet Minecraft, but again, we tried to put our own spin on it. So we're going to start with a light blue banner, then a red bottom-up gradient, and that's going to put some dimension onto Garnet's visor. Block off the top third in black for Garnet's hair, bottom third in magenta for Garnet's face, and then we use the inverted chevron to give the shape to Garnet's visor and her nose. Okay, alright, so amethyst. Amethyst, again, we're taking advantage of the gradient effect, top and bottom, to get some color shading in for the purple of amethyst skin. It's all built on a white banner starter. We use the white thing pattern to create the outside of amethyst's eye. If you don't want to try to track down an enchanted golden apple and then use it to make a stencil, I get it. What you may want to do instead is use the oxide daisy charge here. I think it doesn't look quite as good, but it's a heck of a lot easier to make. So after you have the white pattern down, then use a black roundel to create the pupil, and then we're going to add some light gray dye, the chevron, as well as a 1/3 bar to kind of give the shape of amethyst's hair that's covering up one of her eyes. Okay, all right. So this pearl banner is really beautiful. It's definitely one of the times that I wish we could have squeezed in one more layer, but unfortunately the 6 layers you get in Minecraft just don't permit it. This design was all Lilyharm. I had another design, but hers just turned out so much better. So again, we're going to start with a white banner, pink bordure indented, vine pattern on the outside. Block off the bottom half in white. And then we're going to do this nice effect that you can get when you lay down multiple colors of the same type in the same place. So we're going to block off the bottom half with cyan, and then block it off again with white. And what you get is this nice bleed through that creates this nice sort of light cyan color. Split the eyes by applying a white chevron. Okay, and then you use a pink roundel to create the pearl. You can get get a really nice pearl effect if you use a pink and then put a white on top of it. It kind of creates that perfect pink outline, but we're out of layers, so this is what we could do. I still think it looks really nice. Okay, all right, so there's pearl. Okay, next we have our new crystal gems, lapis, peridots, and bismuth. Okay, so let me open up the shulker box so you can see what is needed to craft them. Okay, and hover over them so you can see the layer descriptions. Okay, pause the video there if you need to. Alright, so let's do lapis. Lapis is a pretty easy banner. Start with white, with the blue lozenge, and blue dye, of course, is made from lapis lazuli, so that's appropriate. Block off the bottom half in white, and then use the blue roundel to create the nice teardrop shape of Lapis's gem. And then just to give it some more dimension, we're having a light blue gradient from the top and a cyan gradient from the bottom to give that sort of feeling of the sea. Okay. So for peridot, start with a white banner, a lime green gradient from the bottom up. This is to put some more dimension onto her visor. We're going to use that outlining trick that we talked about with pearl. Gray bottom third, followed by a lime bottom third, and that just gives you this nice darker band across the top. Okay. Again, we're going to go with a gray chevron, followed by a lime chevron to give this nice outlining effect. And then block off the top third with yellow for Peridot's hair. And there we have, angry little early Peridot. Okay. So for bismuth, we're going to start with a light gray banner. Bismuth is more of a steel gray, but this is the closest we have. This is a very similar pattern, obviously, to Stephen's. It's a nice big chunky star, but we want to have a nice triangle underneath. Bismuth has a star with a triangle under it tattoo, so this is a representation of Bismuth's tattoo. So we'll start the same. Black lozenge, use a light gray, block off the bottom third. Then we're going to apply, I really should have looked up what this shape is called, but basically the little tooth shape across the bottom in black. After you do that, we're going to use the light gray bordure indented. I added this here. This is the vine pattern, just so you can see what's going on. It's kind of hard if we didn't point that out, like, well, how are you blocking that off? So the pattern's all there, but you can really only see it right down here. And then after that, apply the black creeper face, and just for a little bit of extra detail, we've done a gray wash top to bottom, and there you have Bismuth's tattoo. Okay, so next up is our living gourds banner. We've got pumpkin and the watermelon Stevens. Okay, so in this shulker box, you'll see the crafting ingredients that you're going to need. Let me hover over the banner so you can see the layer designs. Pumpkin banner, watermelon Steven banner. Okay, for pumpkin, start with an orange banner, yellow lozenge. We're using an orange cross across the center to help define the eyes, an orange stripe down the center, so now you can see we've got those nice rounded eyes. Block off the bottom third in yellow, add lime green, those sort of toothy shape across the top, and to shape it, then we use the bordure indented in orange, which gives us that nice big open happy pumpkin mouth, and actually gives some nice detailing on the stem too. Okay, so watermelon Steven starts very similarly. White banner, black lozenge. We use a white cross to help start dividing the eyes. A lime green stripes for the watermelon patterning, with a green lime stripe down the center. And then we're going to outline the mouth by using black first to make that toothy shape, and follow that up with pink to give the nice outline of the watermelon Steven mouth. Okay, so we've got one more set of designs to share with you. These are our spinel patterns. Here's our shulker box with the spinel design requirements, and then here are the layers. Okay, like that. So let's start here. This is our rejuvenated spinel, our happy spinel. So white banner, pink lozenge. We're going to use a white chevron to help give the heart its shape, and then overlap with two gradients of pink. So considering that the only colors on this are pink, you still get a nice variety of color by using that gradient effect. On this side we have reformed spinel, angry spinel. So we start on a red base, pink lozenge, using an inverted chevron to give the heart its shape, And then we're going to do 2 washes with black to give that sort of, angry spinel look. And then the last design we have, this is a spinel face spanner. Spent a lot of time trying to get this one to the point where we were happy with it, and I'm pretty happy with it. I wish I could get a better mouth on it, but again, 6 layers, sometimes you just run out of space to do what you want to do. So start with a white banner, red creeper charge to help create the eyes, block off the bottom half in pink. Okay, we are using black in this design, so we have the black cross, and then here on top of that, what we've done is we've overlaid it with the skull charge, the skull and crossbones. The crossbones are going to create the lines underneath Spinel's eyes. Thin that out by applying a red chevron to the top and a pink chevron to the bottom. And there, now you have your Spinel banner. So, let's see, that is all that we have at the moment. If you create some of these in your world, please let me know in the comments. If you like anything in this video, please let me know if there's any designs you'd like to see us try to do. Please let us know. I know we've got a couple ideas for different things. I'd like to, the off colors or Jasper banner. I'd like to take a stab at doing Lars, representing Lars somehow. It should be fun, and I'm excited for when we finally are able to add, these designs onto shields in Bedrock Edition, so you can run around with, a pattern with Rose's shield or Steven or Lapis, or I would happily use a Watermelon Steven banner on a shield. But anyway, I guess that is all for now. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy crafting these in your world, and I guess that's it. This is Cupkit, signing off. Bye.